Out and analyze the situation.
I feel more welcome here than any place else.
Evidently, 'tis a contraption that allows for travel betwixt 2 points. That does sound convenient.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
What am I supposed to do?
I wears a plenty, as you see.
Why? Peruse at your... leisure, sir. Do come again?
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies. The longer the journey, the more supplies we'll require. Right you are.
I have a dozen matters.
Any loose coin about? We'll have to make a
No sense travelling when I'm happiest here.
There are more who can yet be saved.
You've pushed your luck too far. I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
I'm about ready to fall asleep at my feet.
Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can. But for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, it is likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Flared tempers are understandable, given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Baghvatal. You have my support. The so-called
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Begone!
Now, Nara, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
What's this now?
Drive them back! I don't know what to make of it.
Scared? Huh, not on your life.
Stay back, unless you get caught in the fray.
Have you lost your wits? If you dare violate the sanctity of our church!
What to make of it.
We're still in the fight! We're still in the fight!
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this. One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
That's it. I've had enough.
Oi, get back here!
Cease this at once.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
I've wares aplenty, as you can see.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
My patience wears thin. Go on, have a look.
I've never been this scared in my life!
You impudent little...
What's on it all?
Go on, have a look.
Soon as my shift's done.
Fine. This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah. I can't stomach more quarreling after this. This drain
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
Life is full of chances to further refine I ought to check my stock.
Looking for aught in particular? Oi! I saw it first. Pho, trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
Oh. What does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Time to call it a day, methinks.
It's been
Finally, some peace and quiet.
I just wish I could go on an adventure.
If I could, I'd never leave.
The month I spent with Lord Phaesus was a queer experience indeed. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share. Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find the world so changed upon your waking.
I'd gladly stay here forever if I could. Hasn't anyone got corn to spare?
If 'twere a bunch of sluggards.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
Alright, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half starved.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait, you shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, hey?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
That was certainly worthwhile.
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
Understood.
Person I believe in is myself.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish you good fortune on your journey, wheresoe'er it may take you. Yet, ere we part ways, we would make another request of you. It regards Lord Phaesus. Though we have implored the man to join the evacuation, he has staunchly refused to leave this land behind. We thought that he might be more inclined to heed your words, as our own have fallen on deaf ears. Would you be willing to call on him in our stead? Of course, you are free to decline if our proposal is an unwelcome one.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Back Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace. Outstanding!
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for... Many paths are close to us now. On account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Unacceptable.
I'll crush you if you keep that up.
You're going to regret that.
I ain't looking for a fight, but I can
Don't go fooling yourself now.
show what you're made
This cannot end.
That's worth celebrating.
Sweet meats and ale.
That'll teach you.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind. It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Enough dallying. Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us.
Can scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
principles unproven are as dust on the wind. The beast-foul powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
I will protect you.
What a singular creature. Is this one? Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Though this land has seemingly been spared its destruction, there is no guarantee of safety. The oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm in ever greater numbers. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research under such conditions, I have decided to evacuate. I only hope that this sanctuary of yours will prove more conducive to my work.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Your Majesty. How glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we and the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regentkin. Let us...
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? How extraordinary.
What's to be done about this?
Ain't in the mood to stir up trouble today. At least my back's not acting up. Faring well, I hope.
Whatever am I to do?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. When I recall our first visit to Vernworth, I cannot help but be astounded at how far you've come, Master. I cannot... You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. How might I serve you, Arisen? I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Burning the midnight oil, I see.
May the heavens look kind.
Quiet at last.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the Oxcart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the Royal Treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards! Help me!
You have brought Mother to me, I see. My thanks, friend. You have done me a great service.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to. But why would she... Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
Sometimes I wonder if here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles.
Not sure I can handle this.
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. His Grace is welcome to them.
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master? Splendid.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
Such peace, reign eternal.
All my peers seem so much. Sooner my duties
It falls on me to resolve this.
all day. My legs.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance. If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die. Understood. I shan't let them harm you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
You hold the enemy focused, and I shall strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Attack now, while the ogre's attention is fixed on his favorite prey. Make haste. All together now. We attack as one.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Of course.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Once more. As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
No, I was an archer for a time. The feeling of loosing arrows at faraway foes is one I'll never forget.
attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I've got a firm grip on our boat.
Would you care for some assistance? By all means. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. That was a skillful bit of thievery. Do your vocation proud.
Well done. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Dare I say it? We trounced our... foe well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
The undead have risen to face us! Holy attacks are our best bet against this foe. Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but our party is to have my protection!
Impressive, Master! Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues!
A result to be proud of.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
It consumed Melv and now seeks to do the same to Burnley. We must halt its calamitous charge at any cost.
I would see it answered for every last innocent life it's claimed. You are in need of healing. Allow me.
Wait right there.
We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood. I will protect you. I do not understand. This kingdom was built on the Arisen's rightful rule, and yet the people shun their true sovereign.
It matters not. We should rise to face this calamity with or without their support.
Of swiftness, yet the terrain is in our favor. With plentiful footholds from which to strike.
Understood. Not long now. Let us deliver Burnley from this foe's foul presence.
is repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe, at least for the time being. There's no small wonder that ox carts have ceased operation. And the state of things. Will the day ever come when we might employ one again?
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
You have my fullest. There is aught I would ask of you. My thanks.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Yogavain is just behind.
My thanks. A gift. Take it.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
The Batali Knights use this place to train. You're not one of us, so I cannot imagine you've any business being here. Pray. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense, but as for his wife... well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as 'twere. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
Right you are.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Greetings. Its healing waters draw upon the volcanoes and do come again. Greetings. I expect you must... Its healing waters draw upon... Always a pleasure.
shedding? Must be like that. Get up to it. Can't help but see a turncoat every face.
Pray this harvest is a plenty.
Short rest. Then I'll be
Got to procure materials, polish our tools.
So many happy voices carried on.
No one around here to pester me, at least.
What is up there rarely feels.
I'll watch over this place for you, if you like.
So keen to talk with me. You, or a strange one.
What should I get up to today?
I only pray tonight's patrons will be
I'll
kind.
gladly stay a while. I'll bet this place has its share of secrets.
Tis a thankless job, this.
I could almost nod off where I stand.
This is just what I needed.
Wonder who my opponent will be this time.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
I'll buy me a farm.
Any
That'll
chance
be
to
the
be
day.
alone is a welcome. I'm not sure what got me out of bed at this
I'll
hour.
gladly stay a while.
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movement of the clouds.
I'll do what I can here. And why not? Rather have aught to do than stand round twiddling my thumbs. Can't be prattling while I'm on duty.
Fancy a look at my wares?
The waters of the hot spring have left us. Fighting fit. Now we can resume our journey.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous... You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much trickier.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Sir Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. The man's something of a regular at our hot... I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss. Could I prevail upon you? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course ye'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as ye're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word. I'll get them to safety.
Sir Lamont shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
I quite agree.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
Right you are.
Lo, a ballista.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Ah, Arisen. I take it I succeeded in piquing your interest. We would make use of this stone gigantus, Talos, 'tis called, to intercept the dragon's attacks from the skies. Fortunately, 'tis yet in a salvageable condition. We believe 'twas once powered by some form of magic, which gives us hope that its power supply might be restored.
I have supplied the body with magic aplenty, yet seen nary so much as a twitch. 'Tis clear aught is lacking, but what? Furthermore, I still cannot fathom why Talos sought to obstruct us in the first place. Could it be 'twas influenced by the Worldforged, the being with whom you supposedly made contact in the sea's depths? And if so...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. It cannot be denied. When I was an archer, my bowmanship left much to be desired. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. We've encountered all manner of formidable foes, and many times have we been hard-pressed. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. I oft think back on your time as a sorcerer, Master. Your magic's made for a thrilling spectacle.
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
No, I was an archer for a time. The feeling of loosing arrows at faraway foes is one I'll never forget.
Behold! It moves! Though what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
The statue came alive again! It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
A ballista is a ranged weapon.
When better to use this but in the midst of battle?
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Tis a mighty statue, but never did I expect it could contend with the red clouds. Did the pawn within impel the statue to action?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. Methinks these climes are ill-suited to habitation.
Did my words reach them, I wonder? No matter. I will not be swayed in my course. Continue your fight, Arisen, as I will mine. Let it never be said that I wanted for constancy. To the last, I shall see my will done.
So long as breath swells within my body, despair has no hold on me, for possibility does not exist without hope.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, I wonder? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
Shall we get some rest then? To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
There is not more you can achieve here, Arisen. The time for resistance is long past.
Welcome. During my time with Lord Phaesus, I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. Full glad am I that we have been reunited. 'Twas not... 'Tis the honor of my life to share your journey, Arisen. Aught is amiss with the flow of time. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Very well. I shall return. It is draconic in form, yet aught about it is odd.
Focus, lest it rend you limb from limb.
Here, an enchantment of cold frees our foes.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. The beast spits a fell substance. Avoid it at all costs.
Caution! Peril approaches.
Growths are at deep points, but they will recover over time. We must focus our attacks.
All together now! We attack at once! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! Of course. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
a simple-minded creature by all appearances. We can easily redirect his focus with our attacks. By your leave.
Was a beast, most foul. Whence did it appear?
All that matters is that the Arisen is unharmed.
That reminds me. The pawns here are all men, I notice.
It's surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
On them, Arisen, and I'll strike you down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been built. These beings are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
That was well fought. We are under attack!
Well done.
Can't allow any further harm to come to you. Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists. Each to their own. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Or fell from a piece as it breathed its last. Well, Master. If we work together, we can throw the beast off balance. 'Twas a glorious success!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Have my protection!
You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength. Well fought, Wizard. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
A result of power.
Skeletons! There!
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
The sea was once here. And the brine with it.
There is tell that the sea was lifted into the sky when the world changed.
My aim is true.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns lest we summon it in little.
Welcome.
Why? Peruse at your... Pleasure, sir. Do come again?
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
When we first came to this village, I had not an inkling of what secrets it hid.
Indeed. All the while, 'twas a training ground for thieves of prodigious talent. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Magic, imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You have my protection. Serpents! There! Keep in mind that our foe has a resistance to lightning! That was a skillful bit of feat. You do your vocation well.
Come on then!
A campsite lies near here. I remember passing by it on my travels beyond the rift. Shall I guide us to it?
The red clouds portend naught but ill omens. If only we had some means of dispelling them. We must find a way. Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Hand over your quarter, and I'll let you alone.
I will protect you. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. A foe worthy of caution. Lord save our best will do. By your leave.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. Paths of victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
affliction.
If we keep on like this, victory shall soon be ours. The tide of battle will turn in an instant. Let us end this quickly.
Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Of course.
Allow me, my this boat shall fall by my hand.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Drop all your weapons, and I might just let
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed aught's been pilfered.
I'll not be done in.
Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die.
By your leave.
Come on then. Let's stand. Come on, put up a fight.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
Come on! Don't drag this out!
I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
It seems this world is to be brought to an end. We cannot allow this to come to pass.
You have my protection!
Most impressive, Master! Fight on, and victory shall be ours!
Outstanding! This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
What's the hurry? Ha! All ye got.
Isis' sting is yours to wield!
Place your feet. The sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as it is our enemy.
Skeletons!
Well, such fiends quail before holy light.
Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength. I will protect you.
holy attacks are our best bet against this foe.
Then we know what must needs be done. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. It was excellent! I could have done no better!
I'm merely...
Well said.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Attack as one.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood.
That was a skillful bit of feat. You do your vocation proud.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. The magics you bestowed have faded. Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly oblige.
'Tis no small wonder that ox carts have ceased operation, given the state of things.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one again?
Let me get that.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
You need of healing, Arisen.
We fight. Of course. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
The flicker of a shadow, the gleam of an eye, the echo of a footfall. If we hone our senses, no foe shall escape us.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.